KG, this lecture is about program execution. We will discuss how the instructions are executed from the beginning till the end with the help of instruction fetch and instruction execution phase. These are the two phases or these are the two processes which are involved in the program execution. So we will discuss some of the instructions and we will see how these instructions can be fetched and the instruction can be executed in any assembly language program. So instructions are fetched from the memory and these are executed in sequence until an halt instruction is reached or an error condition occurs. So this program execution of an instruction consists of two phases. One is the instruction fetch phase and the second one is the instruction execution phase. In first phase, the instruction is fetched from the memory, and in the second phase, the instruction is being executed by the system. So we will discuss in detail the instruction fetch process. Uh, During the instruction fetch process, the instruction word is transferred from the memory into the instruction register. To accomplish this, how this process can be done. So firstly, the contents of program counter are transferred into the memory address register, which is MAR. When the contents or address or data of the program counter is being transferred to the MAR, that is memory address register, a memory read operation is performed. A memory read operation is performed to transfer the instruction into the memory buffer register, that is MBR. When the instruction is transferred into the memory buffer register, it is then transferred or given to the instruction register. So in this phase, in the instruction fetch phase, with the help of PC program counter, we fetch the address of the instruction which is given in the program counter PC. This address is then given to the memory address register. When memory address register is given any address of the memory location, a memory read operation is performed. When memory read operation is performed, if it is the instruction fetch process or instruction fetch phase, so memory read operation during the memory read operation, instruction will be transferred or moved or shift from the memory location from the address to the memory buffer register, that is the MBR, and memory buffer register will then transfer this instruction to the instruction register. So in instruction fetch process, the instruction is copied or moved from the memory location and via MBR memory buffer register it is transferred to the instruction register. So while memory is being read, the control unit uses its internal logic to add 1 to the contents of program counter. So program counter will be incremented by 1 when the instruction is moved to the instruction register. After the instruction register is given the instruction, the program counter is incremented by 1. So the contents of the program counter will be incremented by 1. This is because the reason program counter is incremented by 1 because it points to the memory word following the one from which the current instruction is fetched, or we can say that it will point out the address of the next instruction. So this sequence of operations, it will be same for all the instructions. The fetch process will be same for all the instructions. That is, first the address will be given to the memory address register. After that, memory read operation will be performed. Instruction will be transferred from the memory location to the memory buffer register, and then memory buffer register will transfer this instruction to the instruction register, and after that program counter will be incremented by 1. So all of these steps will be same for the instruction fetch process for any of the instruction. Now we will discuss the instruction execution phase. The instruction execution phase is the process or phase where the instruction will be executed. Once the instruction is in the instruction register, the opcode is decoded and a sequence of operations is brought about to retrieve the operands. And it will be done from the memory and to perform the processing which is called for by the opcode. We have discussed in detail about the instruction format. We have discussed that the instruction format is consist of 16 bits. We have discussed in the previous lectures that instruction format is consist of 16 bits, uh, which are represented in the form of 0 to 15. That are these are the 16 bits. So this instruction format is divided into four fields. From bit number 0 to bit number 7, these are for the addresses. Bit number 8 and 9 represent the index register. Bit number 10 represent the indirect addressing mode. Bit number 11 is not used in this case, and from bit number 12 to bit number 15 is the opcode. Here it is given the instruction format in the form of 16 bits. So the system will receive uh, instruction in the form of instruction format where the opcode will be decoded and the system will then uh, look after the instruction which will be executed. So this execution phase will be unique for each instruction. The instruction fetch process is same for the instructions, while the instruction execution process is different or it is unique for each instruction. For example, we can say that for LDA instruction, the effective address is first calculated from where the data will be moved or copied. Then the contents of the memory, uh, it the contents of the memory will be transferred from the memory into the accumulator. So we can explain in the form of the instruction LDAZ. If we are saying that there is instruction LDAZ, so we are saying that we are moving or we are shifting the contents of Z register, Z the memory register into the accumulator. So the instruction execution process for this instruction which is LDA, and if we compare LDA with the instruction another instruction that is the STA instruction, so the instruction execution process will be different for these two instructions. In LDA, data will be copied from memory to the accumulator, while in STA, data will be copied from accumulator to the memory. So the opposite function or opposite operation will be performed. So how we can use different instruction for explaining the instruction fetch and execution process. So we will discuss in the next slides that how these instructions are will be executed. So let's
These
suppose we
instruction will
have
be fetched and instructions will be
written
executed.
some of the instructions. The first instruction is the pseudo instruction, which is ORG, and with ORG here we have written 0. It means that the first address of the instruction or the address of the first instruction will be 0. The first instruction will be fetch from 0, and then the onward instruction or the next instruction will be fetched. So we have written four different instructions. The first instruction is LDX 21, the second instruction is LDA 0, the third instruction is add, and the fourth instruction is add x 1. So we will discuss in detail the program execution, that is the instruction fetch and the instruction execution process for all of these four instructions. So here we are going to explain or discuss the instruction fetch and execution process for these instructions. So we have already discussed that first PC will be given the address, and this address will be from the org. So org is written with the address org0. So program counter will be loaded with 0. That is, this is the first step, we can say. PC is given the value 0. Now step number 2, in fetch process, this program counter, the value of program counter will be shifted to MAR, that is 0000H will be given to the memory address register. So we have discussed in the previous slide that whenever memory address register is given the address, memory read operation will be performed. So memory will be accessed, and when the memory is accessed, we will go and access the memory location, that is 00H, because the PC is storing the value 00H. So at 00H there will be first instruction, that is instruction LDX21, which is being written here. So MBR will be given the instruction LDX21. So this instruction will be given in the form of instruction format, that is the 16 bits. These 16 bits of the instruction format will be moved from the memory location 00, and it will be given to the memory buffer register. So it is step number 3, that whenever memory read operation is performed, the instruction from the memory will be copied or will be moved to the memory buffer register. So it is step number 3. So in step number 4, this instruction will be transferred from the memory buffer register to the instruction register. And in step number 5, PC will be incremented by 1. So the previous value of PC was 0, and now after the increment, PC will be given a new value, that is 0001H. So this will be the completion of instruction fetch phase. Here the instruction fetch phase will be completed. Now we are going to discuss the instruction execution phase for the instruction LDX21. So in the instruction execution phase, the first step will be MAR will be given the address of memory location 2. So memory location 2 is any memory location in the memory. The address of 2 will be given to MAR. It is the first step. Now MAR is given the address, so a memory read operation will be performed. We have discussed in our previous slide that whenever memory address register is given any of the address of the memory location, a memory read operation will be performed. So when memory read operation will be performed, the memory location 2 will be accessed. The data from memory location 2 will be then moved to the MBR. So it will be the step number 2. Data from memory location 2 will be moved to MBR. And in step number 3, data from MBR will be moved to index 1. So here we can say that we are moving data from memory address 2 to the index register 1 via MBR. First data is given from memory location 2 to the MBR, then MBR it transferred data to the index register 1. So in this instruction LDX21 data is moved from memory location 2 to the index register 1, and we have discussed that how this instruction can be fetched and this instruction can be executed by various steps. So now we are discussing the instruction number 2. Instruction 2 is LDA0. Again the instruction fetch process will be started. MAR will be given the value of PC. So when PC was incremented by 1, the value of PC was 001. So this value will be given to the MAR memory address register. 001 will be given to MAR, that is the it will be the first step in execution fetch process. So MAR is given the value address 0001. So again a memory read operation will be performed. Now we will access the memory location 0001 where the second instruction is saved, or where the it is the address of the second instruction. So at 001 we found instruction LDA0 in the form of 16 bits, which will be the instruction format. So this instruction will be moved to the MBR. So it will be the instruction fetch process and step number 2 for the instruction LDA0. Now in step 3, the MBR will transfer this instruction to the instruction register, and after that in step number 4 PC will be incremented by 1. So the new value of PC will be 0002H. So this was the instruction fetch process for our instruction LDA 0. Now we have to perform instruction execution process for the instruction LDA 0. So here we can say that data will be moved from 0 memory location to the accumulator, because we know that the description of LDA shows that data from the memory location will be moved or transferred to the accumulator. So here memory location is 0. Now data from the memory location 0 will be copied or will be moved to the accumulator. So in instruction execution process, first MAR will be given the address of 0 memory location. When the MAR is given the value of address of 0, memory read operation will be performed. 0 memory location will be accessed, and data from this memory location, that is 0 memory location, data of 0 memory location will be copied to the MBR. So in step number 2, data will be moved from memory location 0 to the MBR, and in the third step data of MBR will be loaded into the accumulator. So in this instruction we have moved data from memory address 0 to the accumulator via MBR. So that was the instruction execution process for the second instruction LDA0. So now we will discuss the instruction fetch and execution process for the instruction addx. Again, the instruction fetch process will be same for this instruction. In the first step, the address from PC will be given to the memory address register. Memory read operation will be performed, and instruction, that is addx, will be shifted or transferred to MBR. So that will be the step number 2 of the instruction fetch process for instruction addx. In step number 3, data will be instruction will be transferred from MBR to IR, that is instruction register, and then PC will be incremented by 1 in step number 4. So the new value of PC will be 0003. So this was the instruction fetch process for instruction addx. Now we will discuss the instruction execution process for the instruction addx. So we are going to add data of x, that is x is a register. Data of x will be added with the accumulator and the result will be stored in the accumulator. So first step number 1, address of x will be moved to MAR, that is memory address register. Memory read operation will be performed and data from x register, x memory location will be moved, transferred to the MBR. So that will be the step number 2 of the instruction execution process. Now data of memory address x or memory register x is transferred to MBR. So this data will be now added with the accumulator. So in step number 3 of the instruction execution process, MBR will be added with accumulator and data will be stored to the accumulator again. The next instruction is add x1. So the instruction fetch process, again it will be the same. So memory address register will be loaded with the value 0003, that was the value of PC. Memory read operation will be performed and the instruction from the memory location 0003, that is add x1, will be transferred to the MBR. So in step number 2, instruction from the memory will be transferred to MBR. In step number 3, MBR will transfer this instruction to instruction register. And step number 4, PC will be incremented again with the value 1. So the value of PC will be now 0004. So now we are discussing instruction execution process for the instruction add x1. Let's suppose we have given the index register 1, value of index register 1 or data of index register 1 is 2, or we can say that index register 2 is having, index register 1 is having value 2. So what will be done in this instruction execution process? In MAR, the address of x plus index register 1, that will be moved to MAR. So we have stored index register 1 with the value 2. So this value will be added with MAR. So it will be x, it will be in the form of x plus 2. So x plus 2 will be the new address and it will be shifted to a memory address register. So in step number 1, address of x plus 2 will be moved to MAR. A memory read operation will be performed and data of memory location x plus 2 will be copied to MBR. So it will be step number 2. In step number 3, the data of memory location x plus 2 that is stored in MBR, it will be added with the accumulator and the result will be transferred or result will be moved or saved in the accumulator. So it will be the step number 3. So in this way the instruction execution process will be performed for the instruction add x1. So in this way we can explain instruction fetch process and instruction execution process for any of the instruction, provided that the address of the instruction is given. So the address of the instruction will be find out with the help of sudo instruction org. Whatever address is written with the org, it will show the address of the first instruction. So in this example, org was written in the form of org0. So our first address of the instruction was 0. So we can say that If we know the value of org, then we can find out the memory address